What if the biggest song of 2026 hasn't been officially released yet? As millions stream BTS's long-awaited comeback album, a new mystery is quietly taking over the internet. One that points to a hidden track, a secret melody, and possibly the creative genius of Kim Taehyung. March 2026 marked more than just a return. It signaled a rebirth. After a period of group hiatus and individual pursuits, BTS reunited with an album that immediately dominated global charts. Within hours of release, streaming platforms reported record-breaking numbers. Social media exploded with reactions, analyses, and emotional tributes from fans worldwide. But as the excitement reached its peak, something unusual began to emerge. Listeners noticed inconsistencies, tiny details that didn't quite align, track durations that seemed slightly off, faint audio fragments buried deep within teaser videos, visual cues that hinted at something missing. At first, these observations were dismissed as over-analysis, something BTS fans, known for their attention to detail, often engage in. But then, the patterns became harder to ignore. A theory was born. The idea of a hidden track is not new in the music industry. Historically, artists have used them as a way to surprise fans. Songs tucked away after long silences, or concealed within the final seconds of an album. But BTS has never approached music in a conventional way. For years, the group has built a reputation for layered storytelling. Albums are not just collections of songs, they are narratives, interconnected universes filled with symbolism, metaphors, and emotional arcs. So when fans began to suspect the presence of a hidden track, it wasn't just speculation, it felt intentional. Online forums quickly filled with discussions. Audio engineers among the fandom began isolating sound waves from teaser clips. Some claimed to hear a melody that didn't belong to any known track. Others pointed out that a particular visual sequence seemed incomplete, as if it were referencing a song that hadn't yet been revealed. The question was no longer if a hidden track existed, it became who was behind it. Among all the theories circulating, one stood out above the rest: Kim Taehyung. Known globally as V, Taehyung has always been an enigma within BTS. His artistic identity is distinct, often described as soulful, nostalgic, and deeply introspective. His solo album, Layover, offered a glimpse into his musical world. Unlike the high-energy, genre-blending style BTS is often known for, Layover embraced simplicity, jazz-inspired instrumentals, soft vocals, and a vintage aesthetic defined the project. It wasn't just music, it was mood. That same mood, fans argue, seems to echo in the hidden fragments they believe they've discovered. A soft piano progression, a low, almost whispered vocal tone, a sense of quiet emotion that feels unmistakably Taehyung. Could it be coincidence? Or is it a deliberate artistic signature? The deeper fans looked, the more clues they creamed to find. One of the most discussed pieces of evidence comes from a teaser video released just days before the album drop. In the background, beneath layers of ambient noise, a faint melody can be heard. It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but when isolated and enhanced, some fans insist it forms the foundation of a completely different song. Another clue lies in the album's structure itself. Observant listeners noticed that the final track ends in an unusually abrupt manner, followed by several seconds of silence. While this could be stylistic, many believe it's intentional, an invitation to keep listening. Because sometimes silence isn't empty, sometimes it's hiding something. To understand why fans are so convinced, one must look beyond the clues and into Taehyung's creative philosophy. Taehyung has always approached art differently. Whether through music, photography, or visual direction, his work often carries an emotional weight that isn't immediately obvious. He favors subtlety over spectacle. In past interviews, he has spoken about his love for older music styles, jazz, classical, and traditional pop. He has also expressed interest in creating music that feels timeless rather than trendy. This aligns perfectly with the concept of a hidden track, a song that isn't meant to be consumed instantly, a song that must be discovered. From an industry perspective, the hidden track theory is not just exciting, it's plausible. In the streaming era, where songs are often consumed quickly and forgotten just as fast, creating a mystery can significantly increase engagement. Fans listen more carefully, they replay tracks, they analyze details. In other words, they stay longer. BTS has always been ahead of the curve when it comes to fan interaction. From alternate universes to cryptic storytelling, they understand how to turn music into an experience. If the hidden track is real, it could be one of their most innovative strategies yet. Across platforms like Twitter, TikTok, and Weverse, the conversation continues to grow. Hashtags related to the hidden track have trended globally. Fans share edited clips, slowed-down audio, and detailed breakdowns of every possible clue. Some remain skeptical, others are completely convinced. But regardless of where they stand, one thing is clear: the mystery has captured everyone's attention.
If the hidden track does exist, and if it is indeed created or led by Taehyung, the impact could be massive. Not just because of the song itself, but because of what it represents. A new level of artistic expression, a deeper connection between artist and audience, and a reminder that in an age of instant gratification, some things are still worth searching for. For now, fans can only wait. No confirmation, no denial. Just clues, theories, and a growing sense of anticipation. But if BTS has taught the world anything, it's this: nothing they do is ever accidental. Somewhere within the album, or perhaps hidden in plain sight, there may already be a song waiting to be heard. And if that song carries the voice of Kim Taehyung, it won't just be music. It will be a moment, a discovery, a secret shared between an artist and the millions willing to listen just a little bit closer. What if the clues were never hidden, just overlooked? As the hidden track theory gained traction, fans of BTS began revisiting not just the album, but everything surrounding it. Teasers, interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, nothing was left unanalyzed. And that's when patterns began to emerge. Not random coincidences, not isolated details, but connections. Subtle, deliberate, and increasingly difficult to dismiss. One of the most widely discussed discoveries involved visual symmetry in the comeback trailers. Certain scenes appeared twice, but with slight differences: lighting shifts, camera angles, or background audio variations. At first glance, they seemed like stylistic choices, but when placed side by side, some fans noticed something unusual. The second version often included faint audio layers not present in the first, layers that didn't match any official track. Independent creators and audio enthusiasts took things further. Using editing software, they extracted background noise from teaser clips and isolated frequencies often ignored by casual listeners. What they found sparked even more debate. A sequence of notes, soft, slow, almost melancholic, appeared consistently across multiple videos. The melody wasn't complete, but it was recognizable enough to feel intentional. Even more intriguing, the tempo and tone of this fragment didn't match any of the songs on the album. It was something else, something separate. And for many, that was the strongest evidence yet. As discussions intensified, comparisons began to surface. Fans pointed out that the mysterious melody shared similarities with the sonic atmosphere of Layover, a project deeply associated with Kim Taehyung's artistic identity. The slow pacing, the emotional restraint, and the almost nostalgic quality. These weren't just musical traits, They were signatures, and if those signatures were present in the hidden fragments, it raised an even bigger question. Was this track not just hidden, but personal? In the end, the truth about the hidden track may or may not be revealed, but perhaps that was never the point. What BTS has created with this comeback goes far beyond charts, streams, or records. They've created a moment, one that pulls millions of people into the same question, the same curiosity, the same quiet search for